Cybercrime, huh? It moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. We're here to slow things down and learn from the biggest attacks and most persistent threat actors. From the high-profile Olympics to the goings-on at Telegram, we've got the biggest threats covered. Our first story comes with a twist. Yep, it's the most colossal yet totally avoidable worst IT outage in history. No villains here, folks, just a series of unfortunate events. But as our favorite cybersecurity researchers will share, there's always lessons to be learned.
The first day it happened, and when it's appeared in Twitter, there were like tons of jokes and memes and blah, 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 and everybody was laughing. When you're doing this kind of activity, there is always the chance that a situation like this is going to happen. Always, always. That's why people who works for antivirus companies, who works for cybersecurity companies, who are really understand how the things is done, how the patch processes is implemented, they didn't laugh at all. They never posted a meme.
I mean, there is clearly no such thing as this could never happen to us. There have been incidents before with any number of organizations where updates have gone out and they've caused problems. So yes, it's happened before. Doubtless it will happen again. We had a situation where they pushed out a detection update and it went far and wide very, very quickly and went wrong, basically, and that's it in a nutshell.
It showed up the danger of how easily our world could be destroyed in terms of technical stuff. How we trusted our technologies, how we put everything on the technologies. This could be dangerous in future.
This is just a couple of hours. So, you know, we're not talking about something that existed for a broad period of time, but nevertheless, in that 2-hour window, had a significant impact on a lot of people. So they will definitely look at the way they're doing things and what can be done differently.
It's testing, infrastructural testing, and I think there are a lot of standards and documents written. How do you proceed with all these steps? And these papers, these documents, they written in blood of programmers, administrators, testers, and developers.
Updates need to be staggered so that, you know, they're not affecting an entire user base all in one fell swoop. So that also is important. I think also this happened on a Friday. It's not a great time of the week to suddenly discover there's an issue and that we need all hands to the pump to deal with something.
Have you caught a delicious bass? Meanwhile, in phishing news,
Google, Facebook, and Amazon top the list for cyber criminals attempting to phish users' credentials by impersonating these popular brands. Data reveals Google has 4 million detections, Facebook 3.7 million, and Amazon 3 million, a staggering 40% increase from last year. This year has seen a significant increase in phishing. With access to a Gmail account, phishers can potentially access multiple services, making it a prime target. A new and dangerous trend has emerged in the world of phishing. Hybrid schemes combine spear phishing tactics with mass campaigns. AI-powered tools mean cybercriminals are crafting more personalized and convincing emails, blurring the line between targeted attacks and mass phishing. These sophisticated tactics make it harder to detect phishing attempts, even as they become easier for cybercriminals to deploy. This new breed of hybrid phishing emails employs ghost spoofing, where a real corporate email address appears in the sender's name, despite the actual domain remaining unchanged.
hard to miss the Olympics this summer, but you know who did? Threat actors. There were no major cyber attacks. So the biggest story is there's no big story. And that's down to the organizers, Team Cybersecurity, and their perfect preparations. But there were plenty of smaller crimes. Hackers turned to mugging people and, well, stealing money and data from unsuspecting fans and visitors. Let's turn to our footprint analysts, Elisa and Yulia, who've been tracking events.
The most common attack vectors for users and attendees of the events are phishing attacks, of course. So they try to lure their victims to sign in for promo codes, to purchase tickets at lower price, or to attend live event, to please sign up to see what happened right now.
Cybercriminals are teaming up to perform some kind of attacks to be more effective in them. All those are targeting regular users and are focusing on special delivery of mails, fake websites that are leading you to believe that you are buying products from a company that is basically fake.
All the things that can catch our attention, that can help us to bypass the price of the ticket, bypass the rules. So cybercriminals play on these feelings we have, and this is kind of successful. Because it plays with our emotions, it plays with the thing we want and we expect.
Those offers can be seen across many platforms, from dark web, cybercriminal resources that have restricted access to social networks, Telegram channels, etc. They can be seen everywhere.
If you didn't catch the Hacker Games series on the channel, I'll drop the links in the description. Now, D. It's time to check out the latest threat actor news.
Blind Eagle's new spy plugin targets Brazil. The updates include a new espionage plugin and using legitimate Brazilian file hosting sites during infection. A new threat actor is targeting the Russian government. Cloud Sorcerer uses a sophisticated cyber espionage tool for stealth monitoring, data collection, and exfiltration. In a significant security breach, nearly 10 billion unique passwords were leaked, setting a new record. The RockU 2024 release compiles real-world passwords from old and new data breaches.
Our last big story is what's going on at Telegram. The arrest of Pavel Durov in Paris brought it back into the spotlight. So, is it a criminal hotbed? Should we worry more about keeping what needs to be private? Who better to ask than Sergey Loshkin, our expert on the dark web?
There are plenty of places that actually, yes, that you can connect to some people, you can connect to some group, and what is more important, you can find these groups where you can buy drugs, where you can buy malware, where you can sell, for example, stolen data. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Some crook who is selling his not very expensive malware still, and of course he has a Telegram group where you can buy it. Still, the most juicy things are not in Telegram. It's in the underground forums, private forums that uses Tor addresses for access, and so on and so on. In Telegram, you know, there is a secret chat that is protected peer-to-peer. So the data is encrypted on the device and then it's shared in encrypted form and then decrypted on the other device. But the thing is that the guys who are doing the serious stuff in Telegram, they are not even trust the secret chats. What they do is they're using special plugin that encrypts your data and then send it to Telegram. But still, I can assure you that it's not that widely used by the serious groups and so on. They still prefer Jabber, Pigeon, or forums. There is no such a thing as privacy, right? If you're using some kind of a publicly available multi-million users product, because everybody using it, it can have some vulnerabilities, and of course all the data that's going back and forth is processed by some company, and it's not related only to Telegram. It's true for any kind of application that is widely used around the world. What's going to happen next? Are we going to trust Telegram? But again, nobody trusted Telegram even before. Then nothing happened in terms of is it better or worse because of the arrest of Pavel Durov. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all.
So that's just about it for this threat update. Thanks to David, Sergey, Elisa, Yulia, and our AI newsreader. She's super pro and cheap. For more news and analysis on the latest trends, the Security Analyst Summit in Bali is coming up. Sergey, what's special about SAS?
The best stuff that you can find only in SAS. It's top-grade researchers, the most interesting researchers you can ever find, and meeting people, very different-minded people from different industries.
And so you get that kind of, that red-hot furnace of knowledge and skills, and give the people involved in that an opportunity to reflect on the whole ecosystem and in fact security in its broadest sense.
Tell me, who's your favorite speaker?
Boris Larin, of course. All his researches for the recent years and how many CVs he found personally or with the team, it's amazing, amazing. It's always something so cool, so deeply hidden.
You don't want to miss that. In this ever-evolving world of cyber threats, stay classy. End program.